Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am Paula Jenkins Massey, President of YWCA Delaware's Board of Directors. And on behalf of YWCA, I extend a very special welcome to all of you for joining us. This year, YWCA marks its 125th year serving the people of Delaware. A couple of months before we planned to celebrate this significant milestone, life as we knew it changed with the COVID-19 pandemic. True to its past, YWCA Delaware again responded with resourcefulness and determination. Even while facing increased demands for services, YW quickly pivoted to delivering its programs and services remotely. Home Life Management Center continued to provide frontline services for the families living in our care. In the midst of the pandemic, tragic events raised the visibility and relevance of our long-standing anti-racism programs. People looking for guidance and answers turned to YW. Much has changed for women since 1895 when we started, but a family's basic need for clothing, food, shelter, safety, hope, and purpose remains the same. This morning, you will hear from several women who have close ties to YWCA Delaware. Women who have overcome challenges and whose lives are forever transformed because YWCA Delaware opened opportunities for them and helped them discover their own power to achieve. As a donor and a board member, they motivate me to contribute my time and financial resources. I hope you will be inspired by these women who wanted to tell you what YWCA has meant for their lives. A special thank you to our Changing Lives Society members and newly established influencers. These wonderful individuals have chosen to stand for eliminating racism, empowering women through their long-term financial commitment to YWCA. Because of their generosity, we confidently plan for the future. I'm very excited to say that we have an amazing announcement to share with you later in the program, so please stay with us.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, or I realize it's hard to take courage in the world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, oh, like a rainbow.
Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Stephanie Stats. Stephanie has been getting up and doing the work of justice with YWCA Delaware for over 16 years and has been leading the work of justice as our Chief Executive Officer for the past 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Stats.
I see your true colors shining through.
Good morning. I'm Stephanie Stats, Chief Executive Officer of YWCA Delaware. I want to welcome you to our annual celebration breakfast, a virtual experience this year, the first of its kind in a year unlike any other. But here's what's not a first. At YWCA, we get up and do the work of justice every day. For the past 125 years in Delaware, regardless of what issue is getting the most public attention in the moment, we have worked every day toward achievement of our mission to eliminate racism, empower women, and promote peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. But let's talk justice. It's a concept that's been explored by philosophers and theorists since ancient times, and it means different things to different people. At YWCA, justice means having a fair shot at achieving your dreams, whether it's to own a home, start a business, be able to provide comfortably for your family. Justice is the right to work toward achieving those dreams with dignity, without suffering bias, without fear of violence because of your identity, because of what you look like or who you are. Over the past year, I was reminded in many ways, big and small, that there is much work to be done for justice. My own experiences are inconsequential in the broader context, but I will share them with you to make a point. Because over the past 12 months, in my professional capacity, I've shared an idea in a room dominated by men, and it was met with silence. After which, a man at the same table repeated my idea verbatim, and he was met with approving nods and attaboys. I have been asked to keep my emotions in check. It makes people uncomfortable when I dissent with authority. I should be more agreeable, and it would be good to smile more too. But remember, it's important that I be an assertive leader. Over the past 12 months, in my personal capacity, my physical pain was diminished because there was no reason why tumors in my lower abdomen should be uncomfortable or that the consequences of their removal should be troublesome. My concern was just hysteria. Over the past 12 months, I walked alone to my car in the parking garage in the dark, with my keys between my fingers, poking out as weapons, my heart beating out of my chest, because someone walked behind me and I didn't know their intentions. I am a middle-aged woman. I have 2 university degrees, 30 years of professional work experience. I run a business. I bought my own home. I'm a mother, a wife, a survivor, and still, I have to work harder to be taken seriously and harder to stay physically safe only because I am a woman. And I'm a privileged woman in so many ways. But that privilege doesn't protect me from these subtle forms of injustice. So can you imagine how hard it must be for someone without the same privilege to get a fair shot? At YWCA, we can. Housing. Did you know that nationally, most homeless families are headed by single mothers, and domestic violence is the principal cause of their homelessness? We see this at Home Life Management Center every day. Last year, we provided housing and customized support services to almost 300 people from 80 families, 85% headed by single mothers, 83% survivors of violence. All who completed the program exited to safe, stable, independent housing. Health and safety. Did you know that the 1 in 3 women who will experience sexual violence in their lifetime have an exponentially higher risk of health problems that lead to everything from loss of income and addiction to housing insecurity and suicide? Last year, YWCA SARC helped more than 2,000 victims of sexual assault to get and stay safe and healthy. We trained 150 medical professionals to screen for violence as an underlying health condition and taught them how to refer their patients to SARC discreetly and compassionately. Economic empowerment. Owning a home is the way that most families build wealth in this country. But the legacy of systemic racism and gender discrimination still contribute to disproportionate homeownership rates. In YWCA's First-Time Homebuyers program, we apply trauma-informed principles to our financial coaching, and last year, more than 75% of our new homeowners were people of color and 40% were female-headed households. At YWCA, it is with intention that our programs advance access to housing, health, safety, and economic opportunity, and that our racial and social justice initiatives lead to real action and create a more just society. We get up and do the work every day to help right injustice, to give everyone a fair shot. We believe in second chances, and we can do that because of all of you. Thank you.
Equal, powerful,
Unstoppable.
Each year, the heart of our breakfast celebration is the authentic life stories that several of our clients generously share with all of us. They are why we are here today, celebrating their successes and making sure YWCA has what it needs to give a hand up to the many that need us. As these brave women share their stories, each of them will give insights to what makes YWCA special, and the programs we deliver and the way we deliver them. At YWCA, there is no wrong door, and whether they came first to our Home Life Management Center, economic empowerment programs, as first-time homebuyers, needing our Sexual Assault Response Center, or our racial and social justice programs, our care team model ensures that the door they enter also gets them connected with all the intentional services we provide to lift them up to achieve their goals. Your support helps ensure YW services are available for those who follow.
I am the mother of 2 daughters, Destiny, who is 20 years old, and Desiree, who is 11 years old. I have been a teacher for 12 years, 2 years as a preschool teacher, and 10 years as a middle school science teacher.
I'm a college educator and behavioral health consultant. I am the proud mother of 4 and the beaming grandmother of 15.
In June of 2018, my then 17-year-old daughter revealed to me that she was sexually assaulted by her brother. My heart stopped. 11 years prior, she had first revealed to me this sexual abuse was happening. She was only 7 years old and in 2nd grade. At that time, my daughter, Teresa, and I went to live in a women's and children's protective shelter.
I was living in Philadelphia when I was informed about the first-time home buyers program in Delaware. At that time, I had just downsized into an apartment. I had recently become an empty nester and was not considering home ownership. Once I saw that the program could help me work on my credit, receive money for a down payment, and I became aware that my mortgage would be around the same, if not less than my monthly rent, I was convinced that this would be the best option for me.
I came across YWCA Delaware through a Google search. As I explored the website, I noticed that they offered homeownership training. I saw that there was an upcoming date for Homeownership 101 in March of 2019, and I registered, just like that, without second-guessing myself, as I often do. I registered.
I was involved in an extremely toxic and abusive relationship with my kid's father for 11 years. At this point, we were stuck staying at a bed-bug-infested, filthy motel for over 6 months. I didn't have a job and had no money of my own. It was like I was a prisoner, not allowed to leave or suffer the angry, violent consequences. On top of everything, my teenage stepdaughter was with us, and I was 5 months pregnant. Their father ended up getting incarcerated for violating his probation, which left myself and my stepdaughter on the street with nowhere to go.
One phone call to SARC, and I heard, "Yes, we have a women's group meeting this week." With just knowing a date, time, and location, my daughter got up early that day to get ready and started the day with hope in her heart.
I didn't have a clue about what was needed and which order it had to be submitted. I got a lot of information from the day-long workshop where it was hands-on for the entire day. It was a great use of my time. The counselors stayed with me through the whole process.
Meeting Mrs. Ethel was truly a blessing. She was the counselor I was assigned at after attending the initial workshop and scheduling an appointment. She talked to me about what my goals were in regard to being able to purchase a home. She looked over my entire credit report to spot errors in reporting, identified what type of budget I could set to help me save money and to pay off more of my debt.
I faced many obstacles during my nearly 2 years at Home Life. Some of the challenges I faced are very personal and extremely painful, almost enough to break me. Each time when I started to doubt myself, my counselors helped me believe that I could succeed on my own, and they were there to help me for as long as I needed. I gained full-time employment after having my wonderful daughter and was able to buy a car.
YWCA's SARC program has been there for my daughter and me for every up and down. As our ladies group meets every other week, 24-hour hotline, private chat, text message group as outside support, counselors to talk privately, they were always available.
Being a homeowner again has given me security, a roof over my head. I've been homeless twice, once as a freshman in college and again with my 4 children because of domestic violence. Shelter for me means security. I've also connected with YW's Racial and Social Justice Program as a facilitator. This has also given me people in my community to rally around with and to learn ways in which I can contribute that make the world a better place for all of us to live.
The YWCA wasn't just a shelter for my family, it was our home for 2 years. After 2 years of living at the YWCA, we were blessed with obtaining a housing choice voucher and finding a beautiful 2-bedroom townhome in a nice part of Wilmington.
As a result of my experience with them, I am now living in my first dream home, and I would recommend the program to anyone.
Without a doubt, I would not be where I am today without the support that my family received while staying at the YWCA Home Life Management Center.
I look forward to my life every day. Now I have freedom from abuse for my daughter and myself. The people we've met through YWCA's SARC program have become a big part of our new family.
For me, it all started with the true value of having my own home.
I will remain grateful always, and they will always have a special place in my heart.
Fast forward to today. I am the proud homeowner of my first home as of March 2020. Literally 1 year to the date that I started with YWCA Delaware.
My dream is to be able to help women who are struggling, in their life, to understand that they have strength. My business is Praise Fitness, and I work with different churches to help their congregation and members become healthier. When I prayed to God that He, help me see what you see in me, God, help me to value myself more, help me to be the woman that you want me to be, God, show me, give me some help. And I tell you, I know that help was through the YWCA. And I'm just so grateful.
In 2010, I moved to Delaware. About 7 months later, I lost my job. So we moved into the Y. It was me, my 3 children, and my fiance at the time. During my time in home life, I gained employment, I saved money, I purchased a car. It was a huge, huge help for me to be able to sit in a space and be honest with myself and figure out what I wanted for myself and what I wanted for my children.
I believe that our clients that come across our door have hope. It may have been like a small flicker, but I believe given the opportunity to have someone to listen and to respond to their needs allows their voice to return their hope, their joy, a smile. I've seen it happen over and over.
We fall and we get back up. You know, this is a place for you to utilize where you are. Don't look at your glasses half empty. Look at it half full, and then fill the rest of your cup.
You have the human right, the basic right, to live your life to your fullest potential. And to the degree that that is hampered by circumstances outside your control, that's the special niche I think that YWCA fills, is overcoming those circumstances outside your control so you can keep moving forward and do life the way you want to do it. Every staff person that's here, first and foremost, believes in our mission to eliminate racism and empower women. YWCA has a long history of being at the forefront of many different social movements. It's so very critical for us to not only honor our legacy, but in moving forward, to really inspire social change and help to facilitate social change, we need to be bold, and we're going to be bold.
The most difficult thing about rape culture in America is that being raped is like the only crime where the victim is questioned, about if it happened or not. It's also the only crime where you wake up every day and you're still in the crime scene. You can't leave it. I feel empowered by SARC every time I walk through that orange door. There is absolutely no judgment. My counselor, her name is Ebony, and she has been so instrumental in the growth that I've made, and even though I'm getting emotional about it now because I'm talking about it, but there became a time where, because I went to these meetings faithfully, it eventually stopped consuming me to where I could do happy things with my daughter. I could stop crying in front of her all the time, and I could try my best to live my best life because I had to for her.
We all have our expertise in certain areas, in certain content, in certain delivery models, and all those kind of practical aspects of helping a person move forward in their life. But what makes all the difference is that each one of us embraces the mission, and I know our clients can feel that. And that's what helps inspire them and give them hope for the future and helps pull them along so they can get there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Adarve. I've been a member of YWCA's Board of Directors for 3 years, and I'd like to add my welcome and thanks to you all for being with us this morning. As a member of the board, I am personally committed to the work of the YWCA Delaware and how we get up and do the important work of justice every day. Justice for people of all races, for women dealing with abuse, for homeless families, and for those struggling to succeed economically. I think you'll agree after hearing the amazing difference YWCA has made in the lives of our speakers that it's easy to see why this organization means so much to me and hopefully to all of you. Today, I speak for all board members when I say we take seriously the importance to give back and help YWCA change lives. So, before I ask you to generously give, I'm proud to share with you that 100% of our board members have already made meaningful financial commitments to this amazing organization. Our client speakers have courageously shared how YWCA provided them hope and changed the course of their lives. It's no small thing to get up and speak to hundreds of people and share your deep, personal story. Each of our speakers told us, while difficult, they wanted to share how YWCA empowered them to find courage, heal, and work hard to reach their potential, because they hope it will help YWCA to get the resources it needs to help somebody else. We are grateful for their bravery, thoughtfulness, and that through their testimony, they reached a hand back to pay it forward. When we looked at what we wanted to ask you for, we decided to request what we really need the most: financial support for our day-to-day operations. It takes bravery and hard work for a survivor of domestic or sexual violence to face a new day with confidence. And it takes a strong belief in your own personal strength to challenge the inequity of opportunity and achieve the future you dreamed for yourself as a child. This is the work we get up and do every single day. Are you ready to make a real difference in removing obstacles and lifting up all people? Do you care about shining the light of justice on systems in need of change so families have a safe home and financial stability? Join me today by generously supporting YWCA Delaware. It provides a helpful and caring voice on the end of the phone for someone affected by violence right now. It provides the ladder and a hand to take the first step up right now. I have an incredible announcement to share with you. Several generous donors have made a commitment to provide a special leadership gift that for the first time will triple the impact of your gift today. They know that YWCA needs the long-term dedication of its financial supporters to continue its incredible work. With this leadership gift, your new gifts will be matched $2 for every new dollar you give. This is action. This is your chance to make a difference, a powerful difference. One of the most impactful ways to do this is to join our Changing Lives Society. When you join the society, you become one of a powerful group of donors who have made a 5-year commitment to YWCA Delaware. A new pledge today will be matched in full and triple the impact of your total gift in year 1. There are 4 giving levels to join the Changing Lives Society. The first starts at $84 a month and helps guarantee that students in our youth programs can realize their dreams of being the first in their families to attend college. This can change the course of a family's life for generations. With a gift of $209 per month, you can make sure women suffering from violence have access to a crisis helpline with caring advocates to provide them with hope and healing. With a gift of $417 per month, you help create a community forum to stand against racism, making real and impactful change in our communities throughout the state. Your gift of $834 a month gives a family the resources to move from homelessness to long-term stability and independence. All of the work that goes into a family's success, a supportive case manager to keep a family on track to achieve their plan, access to job training and education, and critical life skills to make sure a family does not have to return to us, are only possible because of our supporters, the people joined through this virtual event. It's you who make these services possible. Now, we know and respect that you may not be ready to give at these levels yet, but because of the leadership match, pledges starting at $500 per year for 5 years will be matched if you are a first-time pledger, making the total impact of your gift $7,500. That's about $42 a month, less than one dinner out to help so many. However, with the 2-for-1 match, the impact of your gift is tripled. If you are a faithful giver and have already made a 5-year pledge, anything you give over and above this year's pledge payment qualifies for the match. I know many of you came to this event with a gift amount in mind, or gave earlier this year and now recognize that your gift can make a bigger difference through the match. Please consider adding an extra 10%, and this portion of your gift will get the 2-for-1 match. Make your gift today and make a real impact on eliminating racism and empowering women. If you want to give by a check or appreciated assets, please use the tabs provided on your screen. Remember, any new pledge, first-time donation, or an increase over your last gift will have triple the impact of your entire gift today. The steps to make a pledge or to make a donation are slightly different, so please listen carefully to the following directions. If you would like to make a one-time donation, click on the green Donate link towards the center of your screen. Enter or click the amount of your gift and you will be prompted to enter your one-time credit card information and submit. If you would like to make a pledge and become a Changing Lives member, influencer, or pledge another amount, click the Donate link and enter or click your pledge amount. Then click on the section that says Fulfill this pledge at a later time. Click Yes and complete the information requested. You will receive a thank you for your pledge in your email, which will include a link to YWCA's giving page. Please be sure to complete this step. Note that when you click on the link to complete your pledge information, you will be briefly redirected off the event site. Once you've completed your form, click Submit and you will be redirected back to Live Event. Please note that the breakfast pledge form is the same as last year, but in a slightly different format. Since this is new to all of us, a YWCA representative will be following up with you after the event in case you need assistance, so be on the lookout for their call.
Show me your smile. Show me your smile. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. When this world makes you crazy and you take it all you can bear, just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. I see your true colors true colors are beautiful, oh, like a rainbow.
Whatever gift you choose to make today, whether you are becoming one of our partners in the Changing Lives Society, a new influencer, or a donor, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for supporting YWCA and the community we serve. We also thank you for the most valuable gift that you gave today, the gift of your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It has been my pleasure to be with you this morning. I hope you all leave inspired, knowing that your attendance and your gift are so valued and appreciated by YWCA. A link to a recording of this event will be sent to everyone who registered. Share what you've seen and heard today with a friend, a family member, or a colleague. You are all the key to helping YW eliminate racism and empower women. Help spread the word about the incredible work of this organization. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Like a rain.